Hello, so I just want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, of course. It is Father's Day and I'm getting ready to go have lunch with my parents and my grandfather, so I figured that this would be a good time to do a video so you can watch along on how I'm going to do my look today, which is hopefully going to be somewhat simple because I don't have a lot of time, so we're just going to get this done. So I'm going to try not to talk a lot so I don't bore you. But this is what we're going to do today. So, starting with primer, okay? Anybody that I've talked to, you know how important this is. I swear by primer. If you don't use primer, I highly suggest you start. Our primer is very, very soft. It goes on pretty much like silk. It is face and eye primer. So, make sure you do your eyes. This is going to hold your makeup, give you that nice finish. So just a little teeny bit, a little goes a long way, like I've said before with all our products. So all we do is just cover and then we're good. I'm going to start with my BB cream. I use honey. My skin kind of looks light right now, but I'm pretty dark, so let's see. And sometimes I do use blending buds. Today I'm going to use our foundation brush. All this is pretty much just a base that I do just to cover up some of the blemishes on my face. So, no joke, this just gets painted on. It's the best way to put it. And I don't have a mirror because I feel like every time I do this I forget my mirror. That's okay. And I literally just take this and just put a little bit on the brush and start going. Okay, now because the BB cream is a liquid, it kind of gives you that more of that like wet kind of dewy look on your face, which I'm not a huge fan of. Like I said, that's just a base to my makeup. So then what I do is I go ahead and put the mineral pressed powder on top of this. I use Velvet. And all these come with the sponge on top of this. I don't use the sponge, I do use brushes for everything. So brush away little teeny bit, and then all this pretty much just does is just set the BB cream and will give you more of that matte finish. Blend your neck. And I know lighting's horrible, but hopefully you can see how much of a difference that already made. Awesome. Okay. Now I do use bronzer. Some people do bronzer as a highlight. Like I've said before, I cover my entire face. So this is our Beachfront bronzer. This is Hermosa. This is kind of like the medium one. You have your matte side. And then you also have a shimmer side. I kind of mix them together. I like that it's not a really, really shimmery kind of bronzer. I don't like the whole glitter aspect, but so this stuff is awesome. I'm a huge fan of it because it doesn't have that like glittery look that I found in other bronzers. So I just kind of put that all over, mostly chin, cheeks, up top, sides of your nose, can't go wrong with bronzer. You just can't. But that will give you that sun-kissed look. I am pretty tan, but I still use it, and it just kind of evens out everything. So, good to go. Alright. Now on to eyes. Let's see. Trying to decide what I want to do. I haven't really planned that out, but alright, we're going to go ahead and do Perfect, which is our black liner. Like I said, I don't have a mirror, so up close and personal right now. Alright, I'm going to do that only on the bottoms because I may do a color up top. So, there we go. Alright, so for eyes, what do I want to do? I want to do something kind of simple. So, I'm going to take my deluxe brush and we're going to do Sexy. So if you can see that, it's kind of like a light pink. I'm going to do this dry. I do mix some of my pigments with rose water. I'm going to do this dry today. So this is just going to be our lid color. Alright, so pretty simple. Now, for crease, I'm going to do Awestruck, which is a dark blue. I'm all blue today, so I might as well. Excuse me. So we're going to take our crease brush. I might just do this dry today because I'm not trying to do hardcore. So we're not going to mix this, but this is just going to be the dry pigment. Sorry if you hear my dogs eating and drinking, because I'm pretty sure it's kind of loud right now. There we go. And if anybody's watched my other videos before, I do swear by rose water. I do like to mix my pigments. It makes them pop a little bit more and stand out, but I'm just going to do something simple today since we're just going to lunch. So there we go. Now, we're going to do Angelic, if I can find it sitting here. Yes, which is like a gold color. I use this under my brow a lot. I never mix this, just gives you a little bit of highlight. So, and this is going to be dry, and then this will just go right under your brow. Okay. Now, I can find my liner. If I'm not boring you guys right now. And then I just had it. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I have our dark blue liner, and I'm just going to do this up top. This is really hard to do on an iPad. Hopefully that looks okay. Alright. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I did write something. So for eyebrows, I've always been weird about my eyebrows because I never want them too dark, and I always think they look weird. Most of the time I'll actually use a blonde pencil, but I started doing them with our beautiful eye pigment, which is a light brown. If you can see that a little bit. Well, it's not really in there. So it's kind of a light brown. Now, I just use this dry and very simple because my eyebrows are not crazy, crazy dark. So I'm going to take our liner brush, which is our, well, it's our liner shader, so it's both sides, but the liner part, and just get a little bit on the liner side. And we're going to follow the brow. Just very simple. I'm starting to realize that the difference in actually doing your eyebrows makes that finished look. So you can see how much of a difference that actually makes, that it's actually filled in. I don't use the pencils just because they're a little too dark for me, but a lot of people do use the eye pencils, and you can use those for your brows also. So that's just kind of simple for me because my hair is kind of lighter. Awesome. Okay, so on to mascara. Not going to bore you too much and talk about this. For everybody that's kind of newer to the mascara, you have 2 tubes. One is your gel, one is your, oh sorry, this is a bigger one. This is the gel, and then your smaller one is going to be your fibers. So I open both tubes, get those ready. Now what I do, which is something that I want everybody to try that purchases this and see if it makes a difference, you can put this gel, which obviously it's a regular mascara one, it goes on just like mascara. You can put this gel on and then immediately put on your fibers. What I'm seeing makes a huge difference is doing a layer in the gel and letting this sit, so it's kind of like a base. And I'm seeing that the clumpiness that you may be running into doesn't happen because you have that base on before you try to add the fibers. So I'm going to go ahead and do both eyes. Ooh, and I'm running super late. Oops. And don't forget all your lashes over on the side. Oops, hang on. Like I said, this is really hard to see. Okay, so that's just one little layer of just a base. So I'm going to let that sit for a second and dry. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my bottom lashes. I do not put fibers on the bottom, only on top. It's kind of weird, but I have long lashes on the bottom, but not on the top. And I hit my face. And again. Simple fix. This is kind of awkward. Okay, bottom lashes. Alright, so the top should be good by now. That's as long as I let it sit. It doesn't have to sit very long. But then you're going to take your gel, and then you're going to do another coat onto the lash. And all that's doing is just re-wetting your lashes. Now this is when we're going to do one eye at a time. So that those lashes are wet, we're going to immediately take our fibers and we're going to apply from the middle to the ends. Do not have to go all the way down towards your waterline because you want to focus on getting that length. And already you can see the difference. Okay, and once those fibers are on, you're going to take your gel and you're going to cover the fibers. This is seriously the most important step in doing the mascara, because if you're not going back and covering with the gel, you're not sealing them in. So in a little bit you're going to see those fibers just falling on your face, which obviously you don't want. So we're just going to cover those. Now, if you think that your first coat is not big enough, keep adding. Okay? You can do as many as you want. I'm going to go ahead and do my other eye. You can keep adding as many layers as you want to get the desired length that you're looking for. Just make sure that you do all 3 steps. And we just cover those again, so those are wet, and then fibers. And then take your gel and cover. And there we go. And that's just one coat. So if you want the second coat, just go back, put your gel on, fibers, gel again, and then just keep adding whatever's desirable. If you just have a day that you just want, you know, just very simple or anything like that, you can also take the gel and just put that on by itself if you just, you know, want that just regular kind of mascara look. Kind of up to you and what you want to do. But this is, I mean, it will last you 2.5, 3 months roughly, so you might as well get your use out of it. So this is, I mean, this can be your everyday mascara. It's definitely mine, whether I'm going to work and sitting in a warehouse where people don't see me, or I'm going out or anything like that. I always do it. Most of the time I'll just do 1 or 2 coats. If I'm going out, then sometimes I'll do a little bit more. So, and that is it. Now, the only last thing that I'm going to do is my lips, and I'm just going to do something very, very simple today, which is my pouty liner, which I absolutely love. I know you probably don't see a difference, but it is a very nude color. And this is versatile, so I just line my lips and then I'm actually covering my lips also. Beautiful. So that's going to stay on versus doing, you know, a gloss or something that's going to come off in a little bit. This liner is actually going to stay on. They're smudge proof. They're awesome. So hope you guys enjoyed this and I didn't bore you too much. It did actually last a lot longer than I thought because I talk a lot. So I have to get ready to go. So I will talk to you guys later. I am going to do a video soon with my white liner. I know that was suggested, so I definitely want to show you guys the difference that makes because I'm obsessed with it. So I will get to that soon. Hope you guys have a great day. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll put my link in the comments a little bit later. Hope to talk to you soon.